All right, last subunit of Unit 5, Systems of Inequalities, right? So we're going to dig into the word problems, real-world application, and figure out how to use this and graph it to come up with answers that work for us, right? So, one says, suppose you buy flour and cornmeal in bulk to make flour tortillas and corn tortillas. Flour costs $1.50 per pound, and cornmeal costs $2.50 per pound. You want to spend less than $25 on flour and cornmeal, but you need at least 6 pounds altogether, right? So we have to figure out how to write this, right? Let's give us our variables, right? Let's call flour our x and cornmeal our y, right? So flour costs $1.50, so $1.50x plus $2.50 for our cornmeal, right, needs to be less than $25, right? That's the goal. Keep it under 25, less than or equal to $25. Well, I mean, yeah, let's do less than or equal. Right? But you need at least 6 pounds. Right? So pounds of flour plus pounds of y needs to be greater than or equal to 6. 6 pounds, right? 6 pounds, LBS. So let's graph it and see what it looks like. To graph this, the easiest way is going to be to convert it, in my opinion. You could also use your x and y intercepts, but it might go above the graph. How do you want to do it? Let's just convert it and see what happens. All right, so 1.5 x plus 2.5 y less than or equal to 25. Solve for y. Don't forget the y. So subtract 1.5 x from both sides. That leaves us with 2.5 y less than or equal to negative 1.5 x plus 25. Divide by 2.5. Let's see. 1.5 divided by 2.5 is 60.60. So y, if you divide 1.5 by 2.5, you end up with y is less than 3/5. 60% is 3/5. Tell me how. Right? 60% of a dollar, right? 60 cents of a dollar. How many are in a dollar? 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 cents, right? So there are 5 20 cents in a dollar, right? Equals 1. We need 60. 20, 40, 60. So we need 3 out of the 5 20 cents, 3/5. Right? So equals 3/5, negative 3/5. X, what is 25 divided by 2.5 is just going to be positive 10. We can graph that now, right? So our X we said was our flour, and our Y is our cornmeal. So let's graph it. Decimals means it's easier to use the fraction. Use the calculator, but then when you get over here, you're going to have to figure out the equivalent to the decimal and figure out the fraction because it needs to be rise over run. So you need to figure out the equivalent. We need to work on equivalence. Alright, so positive 10 is our first point. Let's see how we want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is our first point. Down 3, right 5. Down 3, right 5. 1, oops. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 3, right 5. Alright, so this is our line for keeping it under $25. And then our line x plus y, so subtract x from both sides. Y is greater than or equal to negative 1x plus 6. We need this to be a fraction so we can graph it. Alright, both of them could be equal to, so we're using a solid line. And then graphing this would be positive 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And down 1, right 1. So this is our line for at least 6 pounds. Right? So our answer has to be under $25 and over 6 pounds. So somewhere in there is our answer. That means there's a lot of possible answers. You need to think about it, and you can pick any two possible solutions. There's a ton of possible solutions. You just need to pick 2 points inside our solution. Those are our solutions. So you just need to pick 2. I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma 4. And I picked 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 8 and 3. Right? So what does it mean that I picked 5 and 4 and 8 and 3? Right? So that means I can get 5 pounds of flour and 4 pounds of cornmeal and stay within our limits, right? It's at least 6 pounds altogether, and 5 pounds will be 5, 750. 4 pounds will be 10, 1750. We stayed under $25, right? So 8 and 3 is 8 pounds of flour and 3 pounds of cornmeal. Again, we got more than 6 pounds, but we stayed under $25. These are all of your possible answers. Everything in between those 2 lines. Anything on the line is also a possible answer, because it's equal to. All right, let's see.